Lighty Boxing with Frank Warren and Queensberry here at the Peacock Gym with Ben Fail. You might remember him, star that burst on the scene a little while ago but hasn't been seen since. Ben, tell us a story. A hand injury nightmare that took a little while to resolve, as I recall.
Yeah, so I had my debut 2020, September the 30th. It was on the O'Hara Davis and Tyrone McKenna undercard on Sky Sports. Done a 6-rounder with Robbie Chapman. Good.
That's a decent start, isn't it? Not many people doing on debut.
Was doing a good job on him in the 4th round. Boom, caught his elbow, and I fractured and split all my metacarpal in my hand, and it went like jelly. For 2 rounds I was boxing with one hand, so I got through it, won every round still. Went to see a specialist the next day, and he told me, he was an experienced specialist with boxers, made sure I went to the best one, and he told me, you're gonna laugh, he told me to punch through the pain. He said, you'll be all right, just punch through the pain. And yeah, I went along with it for about 6 months, resting it and punching, Obviously it healed a tiny bit, but nothing really got better. And then as I just started to tough through it, boom, caught it again, re-injured it. Had a little month just resting it, no punching, just cardio and other things. Carried on training, seen another specialist when I re-injured it.
Didn't one of them tell you to retire?
Yeah, so I seen another specialist a year into the injury, and he basically told me, I was with my brother, he basically sat there and told me to retire from boxing. He said, you'll never fight again. He said, if it's not recovered now, it will never recover. It's fucking broke my heart, man. Obviously boxing, been boxing now 15 years. So to hear that was like soul destroying. So went away, obviously I went away and I started drinking. I gave up, and then good people around me, my family, my brother, my coach, they got me back on track. I ended up, he was going down spine corner Ben, and they put me onto this doctor. A few of them had the same injury, and they said they've had the operation and it's worked fine. So I boom, straight down there. The next day I called him, I was like, give me down. I went down the next day.
Manchester, isn't it?
Manchester, yeah, flew down there, got off, and he told me 6 months waiting. And I said, if you can do anything for me, I told him my story. I said, if you can do anything for me, get me in ASAP. By the time, 4-hour drive home, got home, he called me and said, I can get you in 5 days. I said, brilliant. I said, I'll see you in 5 days. And boom, got the operation. Just build my fitness, build my training, obviously slow recovery, physio, all that sort of stuff. Now I'm back on my 3rd spar back down Peacocks, and I'm feeling good, feeling sharp again. And got the deal and back training my brother. So yeah, happy.
I can see the scar. I mean,
So it weren't just a hand either. So what they had to do was take the bone. I don't know if you can see that. They took the bone out my hip, took the metacarp, chipped the metacarpal out, replaced it with a bone from my hip.
Like a reconstruction.
Yeah, bone graft, and then stapled it in. So I've got 3 staples in there as well. So it was a big job. It wasn't a joke. They put me under for 4 hours, I think. Yeah.
Jesus. Let's go back to the beginning there. When these things happen, I don't know how you boys do it, because like you say, in the 4th round, you shattered your hand.
Yeah.
Yet you boys don't even show it. You don't even admit to any sort of pain.
I didn't even tell my coach. I didn't tell my coach for another round because I thought.
How do you not sort of about?
Yeah, I had to suck it up. So what? If I ever get the clip up, you'll see when I land the punch on the elbow, my whole left side goes limp. I thought I tore all my ligaments. My whole left side went limp. And I thought, nah. And then, my back moves, everything. And then luckily the bell went and I walked over the corner. I thought, but yeah, you have to suck it up. You can't be showing. You know what I mean? Because Robbie's
not to tell you coach at the end of the round.
Yeah, I didn't tell him for another round because I thought, let me just see this round. So I thought maybe it weren't as bad, but yeah. Because obviously after that round I had to get tactics, what to do with one hand. It's just a different game, isn't it?
It's incredible, but you must be scared then at the point where you're going to get your glove taken off to see what's underneath.
So they had to take my glove off, I had to go see the ambulance after, and it was just as much.
Surgically removed.
Yeah, literally they had to cut the glove open, and then when they was cutting it, they had to, and then my hand was double the size, so like to get it all off was agony. But yeah, we're in the past now.
So you've been through an emotional roller coaster
for sure
these last few years, and when that fella said retire,
your
world must have sort of come crashing down around you, didn't it?
Yeah, because like my brother said we've been fighting since 11 years old and through school.
Not being rude, because you kind of come as a package,
Yeah,
don't you, in
yeah,
a double act, and if you'd have dropped off, okay.
He was just as got. It was like someone told him to retire. He was just as gutted, for me. Yeah.
How hard would that have been for him to carry on?
Yeah, I already made the
corner.
decision that I was still going to be in the gym and I was still going to be by his side. I was going to get a coach. I was going to do something, because I know that we help each other in the gym. Where we've done it so long together, I just don't believe either of us would be the same without one of us.
The dynamic would just completely.
Exactly. So, yeah, man. But luckily, got the operation, stayed positive.
So, what was the time frame between when that specialist said that to you and you heard about Mike Hayton?
So he told me it was just under a year after I got the re-injury. So I injured it 30th of September, then I re-injured it. October. Was it October? October, yeah. So when I seen that specialist, that was a year later. So obviously for this whole year, in my head, I'm telling myself I'm getting better. And he tells me that, and then it was like.
So how long did you think you were
from
retired
October to? Was it
early this year?
Early this year, January was it? It was Jan, I think. March. Yeah, I had the operation 2nd of March, but February. It was February.
You kind of had 4 or 5 months of thinking that was thinking.
Literally of like sitting back and thinking like I still never gave up. I was still in the gym.
I know they say my interview, but Ben is one of the most. Ben is one of the most like strong-minded people I've ever like been around, because he got told to retire and he still he didn't give up. Do you know what I mean? He could have eased any. I don't know another person that would have like carried on the way he did. He had a week where he felt a bit sorry for himself, but he got up and he looked at me one day and he was like, I'm still going to box. And that's a specialist just told him to retire. Do you know what I mean? And he still he refused to believe it. He refused it, and we're here now, and then we're going to take over the division.
Put you back in frame. I suppose the one thing is, I guess mentally now you'll kind of never take anything for granted.
Yeah, for sure.
You realise how quickly things can change, and how quickly things can be taken away from you.
The buzz
make the most of every moment.
The buzz in the gym's wicked. I mean, obviously we're both back sparring. We just both got some rounds in today. It's been 2 years. This is our first spar. We've both sparred on the same day for 2 years. So the buzz in the gym's crazy, man. It's really good.
And can you feel anything now?
No, nothing. Just solid, man. I'm back to normal. I'm back to myself. All it is now is getting 2 years out of the ring is a long time. Ask anyone. So it's getting my timing back, my reaction. Just like missing and countering things out. So slowly, that's coming back. Get a fight day. As soon as you get that fight day, you up it, and then I'll be ready. Yeah.
How old are you now?
25.
25.
Yeah, we're still young. Yeah.
More good news. Tell us about the Frank Warren connection now. Your brother told us about your relationship with Martin and the Peacock Gym. You're now Frank Warren Fighter 2.
Yeah.
You went in to meet the man. Like what you heard?
Yeah, of course we signed, didn't we? Yeah, we went down there. Spoke to him. It was good. We know Martin. He's a straight shooter, and he says what he means. So went down there with him. Spoke to Frank. I believe he's the same. Says what he means, and I think with a good relationship, obviously being good talents, I think we can go a long way and keep building.
Have you been kind of looking on from afar over the last few years when you see what's going on in other promotions, and you see them, but some of the people who came in as youngsters a few years ago are now really starting to make their names, and there is a progression through, isn't there?
Of course,
if you're good enough, it's there for you.
Yeah. So it's self-belief, isn't it? So obviously we believe in ourselves. We've done from the ground up. You know, no one believed in us in amateurs. We come from nothing to GB, number 1 in the country, unbeaten. Carl hasn't been beaten in England from 15 years old in the highest level to number 1 in the country for 6 years.
Sparring with his brother, I know.
Yeah, we don't spar. But yeah, six years running, number 1 in the country. So we done it from the ground up, built and worked hard, and we got there, and that's what we plan to do as pros. We understand it's a different game. You've got to work hard, and get to the top.
I know I asked you this on the phone, but it's a silly question. But you kind of feel like you've got a little bit of catch up to do.
Not so much catch up, but obviously he's 6-0, I'm 1-0. So obviously the fights come with experience. I've got to get my experience in, and I'll soon follow. You know.
It's nothing. 6 fights you can
Nah,
make up.
fight,
Don't you? I mean,
yeah, nothing.
if you get some quick wins and you know, I expect physically and mentally you're probably still on the sort of level, aren't you?
Yeah, because even though I haven't been sparring, I've been to every one of his spars and I've been listening to my coach in the corner telling him what to do. I'm watching, I'm still learning. I haven't been down the pub drinking, you know what I mean? So I've been in there, I've been learning, I've still been in the gym. So yeah, we're still pushing on.
So during that sort of dark period, did you ever go as far as to sort of look at the jobs page in the paper or anything like that? Or?
No, never, man, never. It's always been boxing for me. We've sacrificed. We talk to each other all the time. We've sacrificed so much up to now. It's like I may as well keep going. Why would I turn back now and just go, oh, okay, I'll stop? I could have easily done that. I could have, but it was not in us. It's not in us to quit.
Last thing, and I forgot to ask you, brother, so you can do his as well. What social medias can people find you on to follow you?
My
around?
Instagram is Ben with 2 N's, so BENN Fail, and my Twitter is Ben Fail with capital B and a capital F. Yeah.
What about Carl?
Carl Fail, and his Twitter's Carl Fail.
Nice and easy.
Yeah.
Simple.
Right, is there any sponsors you need to?
Yeah, got some good sponsors behind us from Northampton, local sponsors, backed us from a long time. Got Ant from the Butchers Block UK, best meat in the country. Got Euros Building and Scaffolding. Empire, they've just got on board. They're great sponsors. Best Gloves. They're also a big help to me because with my hand injury, you know, they supplied us with. I've been sparring with 18-ounce gloves for 2 weeks. Big gloves. They give us the tape. The fight gloves as well, they're great, so yeah, they've also helped, so yeah, some good.
Do you boys follow the cobblers at all?
Yeah, they're our local town, you know, you've got to support your local people, so.
You get down there occasionally?
Yeah, we try to, it's hard with boxing, we're up here 6 days a week, so.
Got a good rugby team there as well.
Yeah, Saints, so Northampton's coming through, we're coming through with the Saints has always been okay, always been good, the cobblers, they're good, and then now we've got a lot of boxers coming through. So I think we're going to start coming through next few years as
a big show on the pitch one day.
Sure, that's the plan. That's the aim. 2 years time, I reckon. I reckon a year and a half, 2 years, where we've got some big domestic fights to come through.
Well done, mate. We look forward to seeing you very soon. Obviously, your story's more poignant because of everything you've been through, but sounds like you come through the other end.
Yeah.
And you're ready to get cracking.
Ready to go.
Look forward to seeing you in there soon.
Nice, mate. Thank you.
Mate.